Cam Taylor-Britt, I know he had a pick 6 last week. He's not good. He has given up a lot of production here. 0.39 fantasy points per route run. That is the 4th worst number among all cornerbacks playing this week. Just like Isaiah Pacheco, I did win his prop this week. I think in game 2 back, we'll ramp it up just a little bit, get him over the 50% hump. Let's recap our week. And like I said, it was a little frustrating. Now we go 6-4. So I guess 60%. To me, it's like I'm a loser over here. But 60%, I guess, we can't complain too much. But we can't complain about Drake freaking London because everything was correct from what I said. I thought they'd have to throw a lot. I thought it would be high scoring. I thought he would get 10 or more targets. All that happened, and we missed it by 2 yards. DK, that was a little bit of a reverse jinx, but I was surprised there. He only got 6 damn targets. It was one of the lowest volume passing games for Geno Smith. Felt that Brian Thomas one. This one really sticks in my craw. Devontae Smith, a.k.a. Skinny Batman. Once again, my fantasy spidey sense does me dirty here because, I will this puppy to happen. I did a live stream on Sunday, and I'm like, it's happening. Devontae Smith is going to get it done. He's going to make at least one catch for 25 yards. He had a 24-yarder. And again, he's going to make it happen, which he did. He outproduced, obviously, A.J. Brown and scored, but didn't hit the prop. One other thing I manifested was Amari Cooper. If you heard me on VSiN yesterday morning with Rich Gannon and Stormy, I was all over Josh Allen. He hit the prop here, but I was also all over Amari Cooper. I've been talking him up for about 2 or 3 weeks. Like, guys, it's going to happen here down the stretch based on the matchups, based on the fact that they traded for him. They want to beat the Chiefs. That's it. They need a guy on the outside who can beat man coverage. That's Amari Cooper. Great route runner. So that happened. Yet I didn't get to go in on the Cooper prop. I did have it over at fantasypoints.com, but I don't believe it was out in time for us on Friday. Love Tony Pollard and Cade Otton. Pumped them up again here on VSiN on Sunday. They were pretty good. Oh, here's another one. This is pretty bad, man. This is bad. You take away this London. Give me 2 yards for London. Give me, 7 for Skinny Batman. And then give me 5 for Calvin Ridley. And we crush. We go 9-1 with like another 18 yards. That Calvin Ridley one really ticked me off because everything was right there as predicted. The only thing that wasn't there was a big play, but my man got pepper with targets. He did well. He had 7 grabs. Come on. 59 yards. He actually did have a 30-yarder. So there you go. So very, very frustrating. It's pretty... I guess it's good when you're pissed by going 60%, but as you can see, really, really close to like 90% here or 80. So that's why I'm popping out a few extra ones here. And of course, unusually, the top ones don't get it done, although 2 of the bad beats were right there at the top. They're all damn bad beats. Moving on to our record here, 121.79. Still seems pretty good to me. 43 picks over 500. Before we get into some official picks and a Monday night special, a couple of leans I'll just pop out there for those who must know. And they're both Cooper Rush. Actually, not the prop that our guy Tom Brawley is in on, but it's more basic than that. 234.5 over that number there. So let's go 235 or more. Then 1.5 touchdowns. I think he'll throw 2 tonight, and that's a plus 125. So that's pretty good. No Zach Martin. And how many touchdowns does Rico Dowdle have? I'm going to guess 2. Not many. It's like pulling teeth, getting touchdowns out of Rico Dowdle. Let's see here. Let's take a look real quick. I'm guessing 2 rushing touchdowns. Maybe it's 3. No, it's 1. I'm remembering a couple of receiving touchdowns. He does have 3 of those, but only 1 rushing touchdown. So I think odds are good that they're going to have to cross the stripe via the forward pass with Cooper Rush. All right, so let's get into the official picks. And again, I mean, do I love these? No, not particularly. Would I play these if it were just on a Sunday? No. I'm just keeping it real here. Like, if I had 12, 15 other games, these probably wouldn't make the cut. But I do have enough confidence to put my record on the line. So that's something. I'll start with Jake Ferguson. Now, I got in on this on Friday, I believe, or Saturday, and it was a yard lower than this, 37.5. But again, a little worried about Schoonmaker, but I just feel like McCarthy is an old school guy, which he is, and I don't think he's going to remove Jake Ferguson from his perch atop the depth chart because the man got concussed. Yeah, it took him 2 weeks to come back, but they're also not really playing for anything. A little weird, but they want to win. Mike McCarthy is very much inclined to emerge victorious. So tonight, at home, don't want to embarrass ourselves. Let's take advantage of the best matchup on the field, which is throwing the ball against Cincinnati. And they've been particularly bad against tight ends, giving up the 4th most receiving yards per game and the 4th most receptions to the position. Last week, I was into Pat Freiermuth, which is a rarity for me, but all about the matchup, and he crushed. I'm sure he'll be, ready to rock and roll. It's only, I say only, but it wasn't like a physical issue that could grab him again, muscle, hamstring, soft tissue, not like that. So I like Ferguson tonight. Next up here, I said I was in on the secondary guys for the Cowboys, and I am in on Brandon Cooks, 25.5. I mean, it's a very realistic number. I know Tom was looking at it at like 23. It may have, I think it went up a yard or two actually, but I don't know what to do with that. I don't know, we want to call it 26, whatever, just to even it out. But look, I like Cooks. There's only one ball. We could get pinched. He is still a starter, though. I did go back and look at the snaps. It wasn't a ton, but just like Isaiah Pacheco, I did win his prop this week, I think in game 2 back, we'll ramp it up just a little bit, get him over the 50% hump. And it is a very good matchup when he's out there based on alignment numbers, because Cam Taylor-Britt, I know he had a pick 6 last week. He's not good. He has given up a lot of production here. In fact, 0.39 fantasy points per route run on the season, and that is the 4th worst number among all cornerbacks playing this week, basically. Let's call it 75 dudes here. So that's behind only Fabian Moreau, who was the matchup for Drake London, by the way. They probably gave him some special treatment. Calvin Ridley, his matchup against Ronald Darby, and then ironically Debo, who didn't do crap. We're looking good there. I mean, I'm looking at all the other names, who are going up against corners, giving up this high number, and they all did pretty well this week. Malik Neighbors, Mike Evans, Khalil Shakir, by the way. So, let's move on to the next one, because the next name after Khalil Shakir, who is going to see Josh Newton, who's given up 0.32 fantasy points per route run, which is looks like the 12th worst in the league, is in fact Jalen Tolbert. So I am triple dipping into ancillary weapons here for the Dallas Cowboys in preparation for, let's call it, not a CeeDee Lamb blow-up game. I mean, he is CeeDee Lamb. He is their number one receiver. He commands the ball, but I'm just not feeling a big day here. It's a good matchup. They are home underdogs. You like that? So I'm kind of feeling this here, and I'm also feeling, finally, I'll put up that Chase Brown prop. I like Chase Brown as a general statement. I looked at, obviously, the game logs. He has hit this number in each of his last 3 games. I mean, pretty easily. Last week, 3 for 30. Week before that, 5 for 57. Week before that, 9 catches for 52. Week before that, 5 catches for 37. I remember regretting not getting in on a couple of these props, watching it in real time. And by the way, the Cowboys haven't given up a ton of receptions to running backs in their last 4 games. You also need to look at who they've played. They played the Eagles. They don't throw to the running backs. DC, not really. The Giants, no, they don't. But what they do give up, as I noted and looked into, they give up over 12 yards of reception to running backs. I mean, that's a big number right now. So they're giving up 30.5 receiving yards on only 2.5 catches per week. So I think the Cowboys are equipped to make this a competitive game to where Joe Burrow is going to have to throw it for at least 3 quarters. And by the way, Chase Brown is not necessarily a good closer anyway. So should they have a lead, I think they may need to still throw the ball a little bit. So, give me Joe Burrow throwing it for 3 quarters, and we'll get there with Chase Brown. Heck, could get there on 1 play. He is very, very explosive. So love me some Chase Brown. Those are the 4 plays that we're in on here. And again, I'm not saying this to like cop out or anything, but would I play these on a full slate? Probably not. Probably not. But I do like them enough to, again, put my record on the line with these picks. Believe me, I want to get them right. Trust me. I'm not going to. Last thing I want to do is come on here the day after the games and talk about losing. Okay. So I am feeling good enough to do it, to put them out there and all that. But would I do it if there were 12 other games? No, I would not. We are doing well on these specials. We have hit them. We've hit 15 of 28. That's pretty good. And here it is. And we're not going to go with a touchdown one, even though that's been our kind of a good luck charm. It is Brandon Cooks, an alternative receiving total. This payoff is too good. 50 yards or more, plus 340. I mean, come on. Cincy stinks on the back end. So I love this. Is this gambling? We'll find out. But I love me some Brandon Cooks. Always have, always will. I'm John Hansen. Good luck with the plays. We'll catch you mañana.
Thanks for watching. But don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now, absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at 0 cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.